Simply the Best features 5 great matches from the 1994-95 season. An action-packed tribute to promotion-chasing Borough and their new player boss, Brian Robson.
As far as Middlesbrough is concerned, I'm quite pleased with the way things have gone so far. You know, but it is a long season and we've still got to try and work at it and keep improving things.
Robbo's dream is to see Borough celebrate their move to a brand new stadium by winning a place in the Premier League. And Borough's off-the-field progress reached an historic milestone at the official groundbreaking ceremony at the new site. Meanwhile, on the pitch, the race to join the Premier League was always destined to bring the best out of Robbo's men. And this superb selection is a treat for all Ayresome Park fans.
Now Hendry's escaped from Nighthawks! And it's 2-1 to Middlesbrough. John Hendry.
Quality is the name of the game in this exclusive programme, and the best is saved for last when Borough conquer Wolves to reclaim top spot in a crunch top-of-the-table encounter.
Wilkinson, terrific save by Stow.
Before we kick off with our first match, we start with a brain teaser and a question to test your knowledge about the club. In which season did Borough play their highest number of games, and what was their final tally? We'll keep you in suspense until the end of the programme for the answers. Meanwhile, our first match is a game with a special place in the Middlesbrough Hall of Fame. A crowd of over 23,000 was at Ayresome Park on the opening day of the season to witness a triumphant start to the Brian Robson era.
Suddenly pepped up Borough's attacking play, that little strike at goal, linking the passes together. Well brought down by Pearson and laid off for Robson. Some considered passing there, which Blackmore nearly turned to even greater advantage. Parkinson wide for Deary. Heath trying to let that one run, not catching out. Robson's ball forward. Keeper came a long way. Hendry surely. 1-0, and the Borough are off and running. And it was Robson at the heart of it, and Hendry on the end of it, and the Holgate end is jumping. All the way forward, first time, and that's what caused the problems. Beresford, an unlucky deflection, and Hendry will take everything that's going his way. First time from the boss. What's wrong with the long ball? Nothing when it causes that. Winstanley, the unfortunate defender. Hendry, the grateful attacker. Parkinson. Burnley looking a little rattled now. Pollock, and Hendry is really zipping, and that one flashes wide. Hendry appealing there to the referee, acknowledging the ball forward. Like a 100-metre man running the third leg in the relay, he was always looking to be off and running before it was delivered. Pearson in there. Hendry in a little purple patch at the moment. Harper using his mouse, and Cox, a determined effort there to win possession. Burnley on the ropes rather, looking to land another telling couple of blows. That one's a little bit too close for Alan Miller's comfort. A telling couple of blows, I was about to say, that would really seal the victory. Forward again. Not been afraid to hit it early and hit it deep towards these two experienced front runners. Blackmore again in there, and he got a pull then or a knock, and he went down very awkwardly. It might just have been a pull, but Clayton Blackmore, who will no doubt think he's had more of his share of injuries in his Manchester United days, and will want to start off a new career with an early season injury. really stretched for it. And perhaps it was when the follow-through there caught him, rather than anything pulled. Certainly straight up and back in it. Maybe it was just the stud on the calf. Pollock checked there. Robson. Well, with 113 league goals behind you, it's not an unreasonable hope that you might just mark your debut with a goal. And that really would be an afternoon out, rounded off to perfection if Brian Robson could find the target. I'm sure the thought has crossed his mind. Vickers jumping. Parkinson. Now Miller thought about it, checked. Vickers took care of the situation. Parkinson. Vickers and Robinson there, and Curtis Fleming playing it forward. Lovely first touch that from Wilkinson. And the touch from Steve Davis was equally short, rather less legitimate. A run just premature there by Pollock. McMinn, the target out wide to the left. Blackmore, though, coming out with it for a Borough throw. Pollock's little header. Wilkinson, Hendry. Always danger when Hendry gets it. Hendry still going, still Hendry. Hendry! It's all going his way, that's for certain. And now it's two. Two for Hendry, two for Middlesbrough. The packed house getting what it turned up for, with some assistance, it's got to be said, from Burnley. Hendry got past his man, and another stumbled shot through the gap, through the keeper, Beresford as well. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win a raffle, and Hendry always will have a go. Beresford's mistake. 5 minutes left in this highly promising first half for Middlesbrough. Flag definitely stays down as McMinn looks to deliver. Robinson is arriving, but that was good defending by Curtis Fleming. He's a gritty little character who has grabbed a spot in this defence despite great competition for places and despite him playing out of position. I'm surprised with defending like that. Deary. Thumping header away there by Pearson. Vickers and Pearson are a formidable barrier if they can get the understanding going. Robson, Pollock letting it run. Wilkinson, typical one to control, one to lay off to Hendry. Hendry. Borough looking to finish the first half in style. Moore's corner kick. Keeper thought about coming there. Wilkinson nearly got to it. Claims for a handball. It's on the blind side of the referee, but not given anyway. Moore. The ball to Robson. Has a look around. Back for Blackmore, who was slightly deeper on that occasion. Pollock available. And now Fleming has pushed up. Moore is just ahead of him. This is Moore. Moore with a bit of space. Oh, against the post. Can you believe it? That would have been a Robson classic. That was Robson arriving in his classic style. And what a headline maker that would have been. Fine build-up. Ball in, There was Robson, and right against that upright. Well, that would have brought the house down. Davis, the skipper. Parkinson. Few jeers, but no more than you probably expect if you're making a return. Harper and Alan Miller dealing with that one with some authority. I suppose you don't go to work every day with David Seaman if you're a goalkeeper and pick up a few tips. And that one was certainly well held by Miller. Robson didn't quite reach Alan Moore, thanks to Parkinson. Careless ball up there by Harper. Vickers with a bit of a nudge there on Adrian Heath. He has been a few times around the block, Heath. Vickers, very positive, attacking the ball at every opportunity and setting Pollock away. Hendry out of his blocks again and moving. Alan Moore in support. Wilkinson is deep. Here goes Moore. Moore to Hendry, who had a yard just wide. Just couldn't quite get through enough degrees to get himself with a really good line on goal. But Hendry can afford to smile. Moore dangerously moving forward with possession, a little touch and just not quite enough angle there. The touch and the willingness to shoot always there with John Hendry.
Yeah, the Burnley game was a good one for us to start. It was, more or less a full house. We got a comfortable 2-0 victory under our belts. So that got the lads going straight away. Yeah, so that was a pleasing performance.
A lot of expectations on that game. It must have been a relief to get a win.
Yes, it was. I mean, there was a lot of hype before the game. So I think the lads were very nervous at the first part of that game. But they settled down once we scored and they put in a good performance.
And then we move on to the Millwall game, a good 3-0 win. Was that quite important at that stage of the season?
Yes, it was, because we'd had a few injuries just leading up to that game. And the results hadn't quite gone so well, but the lads put in our best home performance, or best home win. We won 3-0 and it could easily have been quite a few more goals. But because of the injuries that we had as well to the side, it looked that the squad was prepared for a long season ahead.
Through for Hendry. Good ball out wide. Hignett. Cox. Going to play it in shorter there towards Mustoe perhaps, but it certainly never reached him. White trying to lift it over the top of Ben Thatcher into the space for Craig Hignett to attack. Getting the free kick there. Rather congested in those midfield challenges. Chance for Borough to open it out a little here, perhaps. Wilkinson forever the target. And a nice little flick off there, but it didn't run for Hendry. But it's the sort of first-time touch that those two do thrive on. Vickers, held for Savage. Vickers will have to clear over his head, and Fleming too doing well to keep Millwall at bay. Vickers once more first there, and Hignett's little touchback gave Pollock the chance. And they're living on the edge here, and Hendry is round his man. Hendry, Wilkinson in the middle, Wilkinson! Good move, and the counter-attack so nearly punished the error by Van den Hauwe there. How often has that old 1-2 come off? Just not quite enough angle to get inside that near post. Wilkinson getting to it first, but there was not much room. Fleming looking to get up. Blackmore coming out with the ball as well, looking up for Wilkinson. Wilkinson didn't reach him. Pollock, Hignett looking to get the shot in, but again, last-ditch tackling, this time from Hignett's opposite number, Mark Kennedy, who come right back to cover, and he needed to. Middlesbrough, sensing a goal is imminent, still looking to break down the Millwall resistance. Hendry trying to get a turn there and face Keller. Vickers. Steve Vickers scored at Ayresome Park against Millwall last season. Looking for a first-time shot there. Blackmore again, bringing in Cox. Hignett trying to find a little bit of space. Slid through for Pollock on another determined run. Well, Pollock really giving it the big chase. He's a bit like Bambi on Lino at times, but he certainly can get up and down this pitch. Wilkinson is again the target. And Vanden Hauwe can lift that one away. Vanden Hauwe cutting it out. Thatcher. Kennedy. Vickers giving John Goodman a little change. Knocking that one towards Kerr. Wasn't a bad little header down. Musto did enough to get it away from danger. Now Fleming full of busy, sliding it forward for Hendry. Pollock's making the real run through the middle. Here goes Jamie Pollock. Still Pollock. And Wilkinson. And great work by Casey Keller. What a terrific break that was by Middlesbrough. Wilkinson always looking to cash in. But Pollock steaming through midfield, opening up the room, and that was good cover, and Keller did exceptionally well. Brave goalkeeping. Wilkinson has been giving defenders a difficult time of it. It's not going to get any easier for Millwall. Wilkinson's layoff, only reaching David Savage. John Kerr, Cox with the cover. John Goodman now, White is with him. Kennedy, and Neil Cox's mistake there nearly severely punished, and it still might be, but that one drifting away. That was a hearty-mouth job for Steve Pears. Cox's mistake let in young Mark Kennedy, and he placed his effort wide of pairs against the upright. Lucky escape that for Middlesbrough. Fox breathing a little heavily perhaps after nearly presenting Millwall with the opening goal. Another Millwall free kick. Again hit in. Nodded on there with the hope that somebody might get on the back end of it, but it didn't fall to a blue shirt. Roberts doing well there. Down goes John Kerr. The challenge from Neil Cox. Quickly taken, but again they'd stolen a few yards, which Mr. Harrison was not going to permit. 5 minutes left in this first half, and suddenly Millwall enjoying a bright spell. Another Millwall free kick. We've had a few in quick succession. This one from a more central position. Roberts chips us in. What ruck of players there. Cox got a thigh to it. Something rather more solid there from Derek White. Hendry now looking to get away. This is Hendry through the middle. Hendry! That was a bad tackle. Ben Thatcher diving in there. Has he given the spot kick? But what lies ahead for Thatcher? Contact was outside. Would have thought Hendry went down. Thatcher may well consider himself lucky to have escaped without further punishment. Craig Hignett is looking to take it. A great save there by Casey Keller. Looking to where that ball actually fell after Hignett thumped it. Keller got a hand to it and just pushed it over that bar, and it was onto the roof of the netting. So Borough spurning that chance, but Keller, terrific save. Over comes the corner kick and away. Well, certainly this has been a really eventful close to the first half. Two talking points. Certainly that challenge was right on the edge of the box at the very least. Maybe there might have been some vague moral justice in the end product. But having said that as well, the way Ben Thatcher went charging in, he was lucky not to get away with some sort of caution. And it's another severe challenge on Clayton Blackmore. And this one will get a caution, surely. Beard caution then. Now the free kick for Middlesbrough. Blackmore having a go. Keller saw it all the way and positioned himself perfectly. Just one of those keepers, Casey Keller. Blackmore, a strong shot. Right through that gap. Keller held it perfectly. Millwall might not like to be reminded that they haven't won a league game at Ayresome Park in 26 years. This is the 15th time of asking to see if they can get a result. And certainly it was their away form last season, which may well have cost them automatic promotion. They lost out, of course, in the playoffs. Only won 5 games away from home Ryan Robson coming down on the bench to perhaps offer a little bit more inspiration to his Middlesbrough team in this second half. Musto working hard again for possession, through to Hendry, no problem, he takes those superbly. 65 seconds of the second half, and Hendry yet again gives Borough an advantage. Musto knocking it through, the appeals for offside went unheeded, and that was lifted over Keller so coolly. Credit to Musto, who worked hard to get the ball, knocked it through, and Hendry, a typical run, a typical finish. And that's goal number 7 for John Hendry. Just kept in there by Savage. Once again, Pollock so industrious in the midfield. Thatcher. Easy for Vickers. Hignett now. Turning away from his men. Laying it forward for Henry to try and pressurise Andy Roberts, but that was cleverly played. Vickers first to it, Wilkinson still on the way back. Referee keeping play moving, so too Millwall. Savage there getting treatment, but Fleming still getting on top and getting away with the ball now. Hendry in the middle, Wilkinson is deeper, Hignett is on the far side, Hendry, Hignett, Keller again, Wilkinson picks up the pieces, 2-0 the Borough. The reward for following in for Paul Wilkinson. And Keller, just when he looked to have denied Craig Hignett again, can only watch as Wilkinson gets to it and makes it 2-0. Hendry, this time the provider. Hignett had all the space first time. Keller really couldn't do too much more, and Wilkinson delighted to cash in. Paul Wilkinson, a 5th of the season for him. He's having a good week. Roberts, just a nudge there on Paul Wilkinson first. Alex Ray looking to find John Kerr. He's got plenty of pace, but so too has Curtis Fleming. And that's Middlesbrough's throw. That was Kerr who definitely knocked the ball away from Fleming there. Fleming will take the throw himself. Really available. McCarthy plays the ball in eventually. Difficult bounce, didn't help John Kerr. McCarthy again. Wide for Kennedy. Pears thought about coming McCarthy. That was a good ball in, and Tony McCarthy's frustration there was because he knew he'd got up to it well. Still couldn't steer it on target. Good cross. McCarthy had stayed forward and would have wanted to hit the target at least. Bairstow can knock this one over the top. Didn't quite fall for Wilkinson. Still not completely clear. Pollock, and he's given that one to Goodman when he was looking to try to bring Fleming into play, and it set Millwall away on the attack until Derek White stepped in. Millwall, of course, on a north-east tour at the moment, going to Sunderland for the second leg of that Coca-Cola Cup tie on Tuesday night. Not exactly the start he was looking for, and with injuries too. Pollock's hands definitely up there. You can afford to smile, I suppose. Not sure what he had in mind. Van Blurk, straight to Cox, and Wilkinson, Hendry, Cox takes it in his stride beautifully. Can Cox go all the way? Wilkinson trying to take over, it's an own goal. Wilkinson and Cox causing the problems. Wilkinson comes up smiling, and I don't think even he will claim that one. It may well have been McCarthy who got the final touch. There's Wilkinson, and it came off Mark Beard. Number 2, McCarthy made the challenge. Cox was on a great run. Wilkinson thought that he might be able to keep it going. There's McCarthy's challenge, and actually it did come off Wilkinson. Beard first of all, and then Wilkinson got the touch, and that may well be his goal after all. Roberts under it. Vickers still coming up with that one. Well, it's all going Borough's way. Even Vickers looking jovial. Hendry out wide. Wilkinson and Moreno in the middle. And Pollock was it who was chattering away there about what, I'm not quite sure. Referee indicating it was just one comment too much. And these days, when you're as enthusiastic a tackler as Jamie Pollock, it's absolute madness to tot up another booking by saying something you really shouldn't. Yellow card then for Jamie Pollock. Beard, Fleming and Pollock all booked in this game. Down there, across the face of the goal by Ray, who started to get a few shooting opportunities rather too late in this game, but not making it count there. Cox couldn't quite reach that one. Kerr could. There's a break on here. Flags down. Goodman is away. Goodman. Good covering again, this time by Neil Cox. Van Blurk was inflating in the middle. Goodman having no chance to find him though because of the quality of Neil Cox's covering. Corner kick to Millwall. With about a minute and a half to go, if that. And that's against the post. Alex Ray, was it, who put that one in? It was Ray once more popping up in a dangerous position and coming up with something clever. And Steve Pears, for the second time this afternoon, is grateful to an upright. Well, he can't do much more than that, and it comes beautifully for Pears. Well, when your luck's going, it's going your way. Wilkinson. McCarthy, away form still the problem. It's the problem last season for Millwall, and it still is. And it could get even worse. This is Moreno, Hendry, Moreno. Oh, Keller caught there when they were queuing up. Moreno not looking to get all the glory himself, but Keller just nipped in, and Wilkinson and Hendry were ready to fight over who got the fourth.
Millwall, one of the teams that reached the playoffs last year, but this year down at the bottom. Does that show really how strong the First Division is, or how competitive it is?
It is competitive, but I think they've also had quite a few injuries. They've got a lot of young lads in the team at the moment, and it always takes time for them to mature and you know, get the best out of them. And I think that's the problem that Millwall have got at the moment.
And the Swindon game, another 3 goals for Middlesbrough, a 3-1 win.
Yes, that was a great performance really, because Swindon have just come down from the Premier League. They'd been going well just before we played them, but the lads put in a good solid performance, and they really deserved the win. Unfortunately for Swindon, since we give them you know, beaten, they went to other places now, and they've lost I think every game since they've played us. You know, but that's John Gorman's problem. That I was just pleased with our performance on that night.
Middlesbrough haven't won now in 6 matches, and they've scored only 1 in the last 5, so they're pretty anxious for a good result today. This is Curtis Fleming. Now Hendry, who had been doubtful for the past couple of days, having been injured at Villa Park in the week. And straight away there's a caution, and it's Andy Thompson who has been booked. Yellow card for the Swindon number 4. For his lunge then at Hendry. And that caution coming in only the 2nd minute of the game. Up towards Wilkinson here. Way by Robinson, finds Fjortoft. Excellent pass to away goes Joey Beecham now, but in fact the linesman is flagging, the ball was out of play. And again off Robinson. Now Hendry. Much relief in the Middlesbrough dressing room that he was past fit to play today. It's so important to their attacking play. This is Alan Moore now. Good work by Moore. Back for Hendry. Hendry's shit. Wilkinson, and it's caught for the goal! Magnificent start for Middlesbrough. Just 2 minutes gone. And they've broken through. Neil Cox, the former Aston Villa defender, Middlesbrough's record signing, of course, with his first goal in a Middlesbrough shirt. The chip in there by Hendry. Wilkinson just got a touch on, and Fraser Digby completely wrong-footed by the header from Neil Cox. All set up by the wing play here of Alan Moore. Lovely work there. Good vision too shown by Hendry, and Cox to finish it off. On by Thompson to Nyholt. Alan Miller, who's kept 7 clean sheets in 11 appearances this season since his move from Arsenal back in the summer. One of Brian Robson's new signings. Wilkinson climbing well. Hendry. Now Blackmore. Trying to catch out Digby, and in the end a terrific save by the keeper, who was on the back foot and looked to be struggling there. What vision shown from Blackmore. He's pulling the keeper off his line, he's having a back pedal and just managing to tip it over the bar then. Fleming, on for Todd. Nyholt with the tackle, and again sterling work by Nyholt. Fleming outmanoeuvring Webb. This is Horlock. Now Beecham. And you certainly sense that Swindon will feel they might get something out of this now. No doubt some harsh words from John Gorman at half-time. Didn't really penetrate Middlesbrough's defence too often in the first half. It's Neil Whip now. Fjortov wants it ahead of him. Knocked off into the path of Keith Scott. Fjortov again! And with 10 minutes of the second half gone, Swindon are right back in the game. Jan Fjortov. That's 13 for him this season. Well, Middlesbrough had their chances earlier to increase their lead, and they're being made to regret them now. Played in by Scott. Fjortov with the shot, and Miller unable to save. Fluent move by Swindon. Scott intelligently through for Fjortov, and his instincts for goal provided his team with the equaliser. Once again, a vital goal for his team. Went 6 months without one last season, of course. Forward by Vickers. Now here's Hendry! Marvellous save. Blackmore to fire it in again. Back off Bowden. And this is developing into a rousing second half. Fjortov, lovely one-touch football by Swindon. Beach him on the rampage now. Scott's in the middle. Scott with the finish. No, the linesman is flagging. It won't count. It was a magnificent move by Swindon right until the last, when they denied by the linesman's flag. Keith Scott thought he'd scored there. Link. Scott ahead of him. Here's Fleming. Now Blackmore. Moore's gone racing away. Pollock. Fantastic atmosphere now at Ayrton Park. Pollock to Moore. Link for Beecham, who supplied that cross from which Scott finished off what looked to be an excellent move by Swindon. But Scott caught offside. Here's Scott now. He hasn't scored yet away from home this season. 6 on Swindon's ground. At last he thought he'd broken the duck, but up went the flag. Ling, no, Fjortov had checked the other way. Well, these two attack-minded sides are serving up a feast of football now. Forward by Robinson. Ushered back by Scott for Webb. Now Robinson again. What a different story in the second half. Certainly from Swindon's point of view. Of course, they had an escape at the other end. On there by Wilkinson. Hendry was first to pounce. Terrific reaction save by Fraser Digby. Hendry denied by the athleticism of the Swindon goalkeeper. Wilkinson to Pollock. Couldn't get Cox away down that right side. And then Bowden in just ahead of Hendry. Blackmore with the throw. Cox is lending his support in that penalty box. Forward again by Vickers. Then Todd to head it on. Now Hendry's escape from Nyholt. It's 2-1 to Middlesbrough. John Hendry. 18 minutes into the second half, and Middlesbrough are back in front. Clinical finish by Hendry. Too much pace, too much power for Nyholt. And beyond the outstretched fingers of Fraser Digby. Well, Hendry's been going through a bit of a lean spell in terms of goal scoring, but his form hasn't dipped at all. No wonder Middlesbrough are claiming he's worth a call-up by Scotland. The captain leading by example. Middlesbrough's advantage restored, but you certainly wouldn't write Swindon off for the way they've started the second half. Alan Moore. Henry's got sprinting through the middle. Good tackle though by Thompson. Here's Scott. Now Webb. Blackmore. Henry is onside. Wilkinson and Pollock in the middle. Now was Wilkinson pushed? He was. It's a penalty. Oh, it was a clumsy challenge by Robinson. Wilkinson, who has that knack of hanging in the air, and he certainly deceived Robinson, who went in recklessly, and it's a penalty for Middlesbrough. Wilkinson will take the kick. Just trying to compose himself now, as is Fraser Digby. Well, this is a game of twists and turns. Wilkinson. 3-1. 2 goals in 3 minutes. And once again, the game has swung Middlesbrough's way. Paul Wilkinson, that's goal number 6 for him this season. He and Henry, remember, had gone through a series of matches without a goal. Now they've both scored. The partnership is back in business.
Home performances have been good, but away it's not been quite so clever. Is that a worry for you?
No, it's not too much of a concern at this moment of time. To me, I try to assess our season, and as far as I look at it, you know, we've had 2 poor performances. One was down at Luton, where we got beat 5-0, and we deserved to get beat 5-0 or 5-1. And then the other one was at Grimsby. I mean, I just said to the lads, you know, I couldn't believe how badly we could play in the first half, and then pick up the performance when they're 2-0 down in the second half, and could easily have got something out of the game, and that shouldn't happen. But you know that you're not going to go through the season playing well every week, and so you expect a few bad performances. But you know, it's so far our 2 bad performances have been away from home, so we've got to look at ourselves and make sure it doesn't happen again. Another
good win against a team down from the Premier League was the one against Oldham.
Well, that was pleasing because it just come off the back of the Swindon result, and obviously Oldham, you know, got a very good manager with Joe Royle. Then they'd just come down with all the experience of playing in the Premier League for quite a few years. You know, so that was a big challenge for us, and the lads come through with it really well, because they started that game slowly. They went a goal down, so to come back and win 2-1, where it could have been a few more goals as well, was very pleasing. It showed a lot of character in the lads.
Curtis Fleming then with the throw for Middlesbrough. Redmond just knocking it back. Oh, and Gerrard's had to come a long way. Just managed to prevent the corner, but it's another throw to Middlesbrough, right down in that left-hand corner of the field, and another chance for Curtis Fleming. Got John Henry there. Now then, will he cut it back and centre with the right? No, he wants it on the left. That's a good cross. Here's a Clayton Blackmore. Oh! He rattled the post with that shot. A thunderous effort from Clayton Blackmore. And a let-off for Oldham Athletic. The throw, the build-up here on the left. This is superb work by Fleming. He shapes to go one way, turns back on his left foot, and drills the ball in from behind the defenders, the most dangerous ball of all. And Blackmore finds the space, but not the finish. Alan Miller then with the free kick. Wilkinson coming but not making it. And a foul. Challenge in the back there. Free kick for Oldham Athletic. Poynton. It's all very subdued. Oh! Ritchie almost found the net with that shot. A tremendous effort. He really has an instinct for goal, this man. 33 years of age now and a veteran at the business, but he still can finish. That's certainly given Oldham a little bit of heart. This is Ritchie. Down goes Gunnar Halley. Free kick's being given. Oh, this looks like a yellow card too. Well, Curtis Fleming pleading his innocence, but the yellow card given. And it's Rick Holden with the free kick. Good cross of the ball. Dummies. He'll hit it with the left. Oh, bent it in beautifully. A chance here. Well shot there by Bernard. And it's there. Richard Graham puts it in from close range, right on the half hour. And a mix-up in the Borough goalmouth there. The free kick from Holden comes in. The first attempt by Bernard. He did well, he held his shot, but it was well cleared off the line. And then back it comes again from Jobson. And Graham gets the final touch. A shock then for Middlesbrough, trailing Oldham by 1-0 here at Ayresome Park. And they really have to go up a notch to get back into this game. Header back there from Vickers, just about makes it. Blackmore always involved. Didn't get that one through though, it was cut out by Bernard. And Bernard loses his grip there. Jamie Pollock trying to work his way through, he's brought down. A free kick to Middlesbrough. Quickly taken, but cut out by Redmond. He read the situation well, anticipated the through ball. And Vickers with the clearance. Wilkinson's header going astray, collected by Poynton. And Poynton, there's a lot of scrappy passing at the moment from both sides. Jobson with the header. John Hendry managed to get it, gets it across. This is Halley with the header and the second clearance. Well, he's done well to get himself out of trouble there. And the crowd wanting a little bit more pressure from the red shirts. Nick Henry now for Oldham Athletic, doing exceptionally well. But the cross not hit accurately enough, and here's Moore. Alan Moore with a bit of trickery. Can he open up this Oldham defence? Good combination play here. Moore turns it inside. The dummy from Hendry just didn't come off. That was so unlucky. Perhaps not quite enough weight in the pass. But here's Pollock. Couldn't get the weight behind the cross. Pollock again. Back to Fleming. Good effort by Fleming. Great save by Gerrard. Well, Curtis Fleming really tanked that one with his right foot. No wonder Jamie Pollock congratulates him. Pollock it is who sets it up for him. Takes it with his right, hammers it beautifully on target, and a great fingertip save by Gerrard. So Middlesbrough still striving to get back on level terms with Oldham Athletic. Wilkinson's header. Poynton holding off the opposition. Back it comes from Cox. Nicely chested down. This is Moore. Chance here. Beautiful save, is it? Off the post. Turned onto the post by Gerrard. And Clayton Blackmore denied again. He's having no luck at all in front of goal this evening. Moore it is who plays it through. Blackmore with a shot. The keeper turns it onto the post and cleared by Halley. Free kick. Middlesbrough anxious to keep the ball rolling. Wilkinson's header. Jobson. Back in from Hendry. Determined play from Neil Cox. This is Alan Moore. Tried the shot. No way through. And Gunnar Halley brings it out for Oldham Athletic. Down the line from Halley. Alan Miller urging everyone forward. Wilkinson again, got the touch. This is Hendry. Tries the shot. Oh, he bent it well, but the keeper got his hands to it, but he couldn't stop Moore's follow-up. He thought he'd saved it, but Alan Moore seized on a golden opportunity there and buried it. It's 1-1, 53 minutes into this game. Good work here by Hendry, works the space, hits the shot, the keeper parries it, and there's Alan Moore side-footing it in. I think the keeper got a touch. Andy Ritchie. Free kick, or is it out of play? No, it's out of play. Pollock. Hendry just beaten to that one, but the keeper can't pick it up. Fleming. Andy Todd to his left. This is Pollock. Hendry trying to work his way through. Jobson just stretching a long leg out to knock the ball away. Jobson again with a header. And Oldham playing themselves out of trouble, but handball there, says the referee. Brought it down with his arm. And a chance here maybe for Middlesbrough. Craig Hignett with the free kick. Alan Moore standing by. Neil Cox issuing instructions. Oh, what a shot! Beautifully hit by Craig Hignett. And another great save by Gerrard. Moore runs over the ball. Hignett hits it with the right foot. And a great save from the keeper. They all jumped and they all missed it. But not John Hendry. Pollock plays it to Fleming and then takes up the position on the left. Well, he went down, did Paul Wilkinson, and the free kick immediately given. The referee indicating that he was clipped on the ankle. But Paul Wilkinson needing some attention. Gives them time to sort themselves out and think what they're going to do with this dead ball situation. Craig Hignett's already gone very close with a free kick from a similar position. He's there again with his hands on his hips. Number 2 there, Neil Cox. So that wall certainly doesn't look 10 yards back. Is Hignett going to have a strike? Yes, he does. Oh! Hit the underside of the bar! How unlucky can you get? An absolute blinder of a shot there from Craig Hignett. It beat Gerrard all ends up. You watch this. And cannons off the underside of the crossbar. So, a reprieve there for Oldham Athletic. And still 1-1 here at Ayresome Park. McCarthy playing it wide. He's only given the ball away, and Curtis Fleming will throw it in. Here goes Hignett. He's got goal side. Oh, and he's finished this time. A sweet finish from Craig Hignett. 74 minutes into this game, and Borough take the lead for the first time. The ball played over the top. Hignett outruns Poynton and coolly drives it low past Gerrard.
While Borough were keeping up the pace in the race to join the Premier League, Brian Robson also succeeded in continuing his England career. The former skipper turned coach was now a key part of Terry Venables' new management team. Preparation for England's Wembley showdown with Nigeria meant Robbo was on duty at Bisham Abbey in the week before Borough's top-of-the-table showdown with promotion rivals Wolves, the team managed by former England boss Graham Taylor.
As far as England's concerned, I mean, this is nice to come and work with all the top players in the country. The only difficult thing with here is we've had a lot of injuries, and that which is expected when you're getting international sides together. But the lads who've come in have done well, and it's nice to be unbeaten still.
Is the England setup a distraction, or is it helping you learn your role as a manager?
How can it be a distraction working with Don Howe and Terry Venables? You know, the top coaches. They've been in the game for a lot of years, and you can only learn by working alongside them. So I'm finding it very interesting.
Do you think Middlesbrough will benefit from that experience?
Yes, I mean, if I didn't think Middlesbrough would benefit, I wouldn't be here. Because foremost, that's got to be my main priority, making Middlesbrough a successful club. But I think that this really benefits my experience in the game and my knowledge, because it's not just about what Terry Venables and Don Howe think. You know, I'm getting first-hand experience of looking at foreign oppositions, the tactics that they use, and you know, the technique and everything that their players have got, and you hope you can incorporate some of that into Middlesbrough Football Club.
How successful do you think England can be under Terry Venables? Can we win the European Championships?
Yes, I do. You know, there's a long way to go yet, the planning and the building up to the European Championships. But things are going along nicely. He's got a certain way that he wants to play. He's fitting it a little bit like a jigsaw at the moment, where players have impressed him and they're slotting in. You know, so it's just a matter of improving that and keep going forward.
England's international duties meant Borough enjoyed a 2-week break from league action before the showdown with Wolves. But thoughts of the crunch encounter were never far away from Robbo's mind.
It is an important game because it's another 3 points. But yes, it would be nice to go top of the league by beating Wolves. They've proved that they're a good side. You know, Graham Taylor's still got more money to spend, and he can keep improving them. So, you know, people say you don't want to be up the top of the league too early in the season, but in saying that, I don't mind being up at the top.
Craig Hignett looking to deliver here, or maybe have a run. Still with the responsibility of crossing, he gets it in. Wilkinson the target. Ball's loose, Pollock couldn't get there. And Wolves scramble it away, and the first spot of real Borough pressure.
Good play there from Craig Hignett, did very well, decided to take the defenders on, try and get to the dead ball line, and delivered a good ball in from a difficult position, really.
Pollock with another cross as well. Over the top from Wilkinson. Stow came for it, but it was Wilkinson who met the ball cleanly. Couldn't quite get on top of it enough. And Ayresome Park has pulled in a cracking crowd, looks at its best, and really is giving this game very much a big match feel. Free kick then to Borough, more organising at the back. Got forward looking for Wilkinson, who got a head to it. Hendry shoved his man out of the way. That won't count. Mark Venus bundled out of it by mega determined John Hendry, but I don't think he was ever going to get away with that one.
No, he would have been very, very fortunate if he had, but you can't blame John Hendry for trying. Good header down here from Paul Wilkinson, who's causing all sorts of problems. Hendry a little nudge there, just rolling, using his body to turn the defender and give him a little nudge at the same time, and a good decision from the referee.
White was very quick to that one. White underneath it once more. Moore's little touchdown. Musto forcing the ball forward to Wilkinson. A Typical layoff to Morris. Moore now has a chance to turn. Pollock. Good movement here from the Borough midfield. Hignett has come inside and may well try one here. Hignett hit the post. A terrific effort there from Craig Hignett. Stow beaten all ends up and the post rescued Wolves. What a terrific shot that was. Ball still in play here and Wolves look like getting it away now. But it's Borough coming forward. I'll try and let you have a look at that incident in a moment, but there's no stop here. Moore tries one. Pollock. Cox wants it out wide and gets it. Played in there towards Wilkinson and Stow gets that one. Oh, what an escape that was for Wolves.
Great play here from Middlesbrough. Hignett running forward with the ball, great strike. They back off him, and he's the one Middlesbrough player that you can't afford to do that with.
Moore down for Mustoe. Hendry again turning superbly. Didn't quite reach Hignett though. Mustoe once again so full of busy in midfield, and Cox as usual so quick to support. Played in towards Wilkinson. Kelly coming deep for this one. Former Newcastle player, enough to earn him a share of the jeers at Ayresome Park. What a bad ball though. Darren Ferguson now pulling out a shot that just goes off the angle of the post and upright crossbar. Pollock did well though. Could push that one upfield. Wilkinson didn't get the benefit of the bounce. He's shoving the Wolves defenders deeper, and Paul Blades hit a complete big clear of that. Well, that's maybe more encouragement for Wilkinson to keep on the chasing.
I think that's right. I mean, that was really an unforced error. I would like to just see Paul Wilkinson maybe not running around so much and taking up positions towards the far post to get on the end of headers.
Like this one. Wilkinson, terrific save by Stow. Well, just as David was saying, make himself available for those crosses in, and he certainly did that then. Play continuing on the far side with Borough on the attack again, and Wilkinson looking to get up. Flying save though by Mike Stow, who is very much an impressive reaction type of keeper, as he showed then. This is Froggatt pushing up down the left here. Just have a look at that save a minute, David.
Yes, again, the ball floated in, not hit in with a lot of pace, hanging there, Wilkinson pulling away, and a great header back across the keeper, and the keeper diving to his right. That's a terrific save, and then probably an important save as well.
Morris opting for the ball wide. Pollock trying to get in there. Arrived at an awkward angle for Jamie Pollock, who was as willing as ever to have a play at it.
Very difficult for Pollock. The ball whipped in this time, fairly low, gets a wicked deflection there, loops, and Pollock coming in between two defenders. Difficult to make a good contact in that particular situation. But I think Middlesbrough have got to work to try and get the ball wide again. We've seen the problems that Wilkinson's caused in the first half. There's no reason why that shouldn't continue in the second half.
Stow pushing it out wide there for Thompson. Venus back for Stow again. Stewart. Pollock. Thomas was really late on that challenge. Mr. Flood saw it, but let play continue. It's Middlesbrough in possession, Alan Moore. Vickers, and they've got it back again, Hignett. Hignett getting the return, wasn't quite in his path, still might be going, and finally Mark Venus belts it clear. Alan Moore still down. A fair old challenge, to be fair.
Yes, I mean, the referee has to make a decision as to whether to blow up for a free kick or whether to play advantage, and I think, in fairness to the referee, credit to him, Middlesbrough were in good possession, they were going forward, and I think he just gambled that Middlesbrough had the advantage and took the decision to allow play to continue, and I would have done exactly the same.
Hignett's got it now, though. Hignett letting fly, and Stow takes off again. Hignett's had a terrific game. Now Moore looking to have a run at Mark Rankin. Plays it square instead for Jamie Pollock. Pollock full of busy and ready to have a charge himself. Musto, Hendry let it go. Hendry, it's there! At last the breakthrough. Stow looks desperate, but Hendry bought the ticket and won the raffle.
Well, I suppose it wasn't the classic goal that we might have expected, but a good little dummy there from Hendry, leaving the ball, getting the return, and his shot deflected, but in fairness, it's no more than Middlesbrough deserve.
Go top, remember, if they win today. Wolves have been top of the table since mid-September. Hignett with the corner kick. Head in dangerously. Alan Moore has to check. Back for Pollock. Pollock had a go. Stow did brilliantly there. It was all instinct. Still the pressure's on. White turns it in. Pollock. Pollock trying to close him down, and finally they get it away. But Stow, another instinctive reaction that kept out Borough then. Six minutes left on our watch. Borough leading by that one John Henry goal, but Stewart with a chance here. Saving tackle there by Derek White, which may have had one or two hearts in the mouth, but there was nothing wrong with it, and that was a real lifesaver.
Well, what a great tackle that was. Middlesbrough got caught square, but really Stewart clean through there, and that's a great tackle.
Upfield and playing it towards Vickers. Give David an opportunity to bring in the man of the match, but we'll let this attack develop first. Hendry is there. Hendry! And again, Stow beats the ball away.
Victory over Wolves was certainly a sweet one. Borough's superiority was far more convincing than the 1-0 scoreline suggested, but more important was the 3 points that took Borough back in front of their rivals at the top of the First Division table.
Looking forward to 1995 finally. A message for the Middlesbrough fans? Any expectations or any promises or any hopes?
Yeah, well, I mean, the hope is that we at least make the playoffs. You know, I'll be very disappointed if we don't do that. But our main aim is to try and finish number 1 in this league.
We'll be featuring the full story of Borough's promotion campaign in our official review of the season. Meanwhile, here are the answers to our trivia test. The most first-team games played in a season by Borough was in 1991-92, when the final tally was 60. 46 in the league, 4 in the FA Cup, 8 in the League Cup and 2 in the ZDS Cup.